scripture has been the soundtrack of my life.
Say it again. You got to say that loud.
That scripture has been the soundtrack of my life.
Nobody
these last few months.
Yeah.
I have a testimony I was supposed to be, the pastor was trying to pull out of me some months ago. But I won't ready to give it. I'm still not 100% ready to give it, but I feel like if I don't, I'm going to be in my current situation longer. So I'm going to tell you guys 3 ways the Lord has blessed me.
3 ways. Good.
We all know that I have been ripped out of my comfort zone from the last 13 years.
Amen.
And I moved out of my place, and I had 2 weeks to find another place. And I'm like, Lord, I gotta work. These people over here crazy. Like, how am I work in Newport News. I live in Portsmouth. I don't see this working out. So anyway, I had called a friend of mine, and we hadn't talked in maybe over a year. But we had been communicating since I was dealing with this situation with my rental office. So I told her, I said, well, I'm going to just go ahead. They only give me 2 weeks, so I got to do some things. So I'm going to go ahead out, not a code, and I'm just going to apply. She said, well, before you do that, let me call over to the rental office and talk to the property manager.
Oh,
my
look
friend
at God. Yo,
used to work. She used to work
missed that. That went over there. Say that again, please.
My friend said, before you go over there and apply, let me call them and explain everything that's been going on, and I'm going to get her to approve your application so that you can get it in. So I said, okay. Within 5 minutes, she called me back. She said, go ahead. She said, come on over, apply. So I went over on my lunch break. I did 90 from Newport News. On my lunch break, only get 1 hour. So I got there, I went and bought the $15 application money order fee. And went to the place, I applied, came back. I was just like, Lord, this situation has been ugly. Even though the judge had all the proof in front of him, he decided that he was going to harden his heart against me. So I was like, okay, well, fine. So 2 days later, my friend called me. No, the lady from the rental office out in Malaco called me, and she said, hey, we just need a couple of more things for you to do, sign, and everything is okay. My manager called her supervisor, and there's some kind of way my manager found out that the situation that was going on was not your fault. So she called her supervisor, and they decided to overturn it. We sent London Oaks a rental reference, and they gave you a good rental reference.
Look at God! Wait a minute, they missed that. The people who told her she had to move, who was like gonna put her out, said she. Did y'all hear that?
They
would do
said,
something. Go ahead.
She said they gave you a good reference, and they also said that you don't owe them anything.
Hey! Look at God! Oh my!
All right. I did my little tap dance, my little praise dance. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Nobody but God.
So, for the last, all of this took place in June. The city went in and inspected the apartment. We're just waiting on Saturday. They dragging their feet to go in there and do their inspection. But that was the big testimony that I had. And it was that one thing, like I said, I was ripped out of my comfort zone. I didn't get it at the time, but as I sat back and reflected, and I was reading my Bible, God was speaking to me, and He was telling me before it happened, it was going to happen.
Yes, go ahead.
And He said it was going to happen because I had been telling the pastor for years, crying, I'm so ready to go, I want to move, but I wouldn't make a move. I stayed still. So He had to move me. So for the last couple of months, I've been staying in my uncle's house. That's another story. But Lord, please. So, second testimony. Now, all this time, I moved out of my house May 25th. I never called Dominion and said, let's stop my service because I don't know when I'm moving into my new place. I done called the important people. I done called Dish Network. So I called them to stop the services, and I had a balance of $48 left over. So they said, well, Miss Bailey, you know, you've had this account for 13 years, and we never gave you your deposit back.
Look at God.
I was like, what? So I forgot about a deposit. I moved out letting know when I was 21. I am 35 now. Who remembers a deposit? So the lady said, well, the good news is you do have a little balance left over, but that'll be taken care of, and we'll just give you the remainder of your deposit plus interest. Hey!
Just interest.
Y'all want to dance with me?
Yeah! Yeah!
Thank you, Lord. So she said, well, Miss Bailey, that might help you when you move on into your new place. And, you know, just call. And I have one more piece of good news for you. This day that I was having that day was rough. So I said, okay, I can take some more good news. She said, well, when you call us with your new address, you won't have to put down a deposit.
Oh, look at God. Look at God.
So,
Look at God.
thank you, Jesus. Now, my last testimony, Jesus.
Yeah!
And it goes right in line with the scripture.
Read the scripture again, please.
Jesus replied, you don't understand now what I am doing, but someday you will.
All right.
So, I say that to say this. When I worked at Cool Smiles, I worked there for 3 years. And it wasn't the best job. I didn't like it, but I had an ambition to move up because there was opportunities in the country. And I rubbed elbows with the right people and was getting the proper training. So I applied twice for the same position. And each time they decided, then the position was the clinical team lead. But each time they decided to choose a person that was more liked versus the person that was more qualified. So the first time they chose the person that they wanted me to train that person. Now me, no, she's not going to do that. She's not doing that. Let's put in my transfer to the Portsmouth office because I will not. How dare you? You know, like, are you kidding me? So I put in my transfer and I transferred to the Portsmouth office. The person they liked in the office that I was working in for 3 years decided it was too much for him. He quit. So I said, okay, maybe I'll apply again. We're going to see how this goes. But you know, God is good because God will put you in a situation where only you around when other people are being sneaky.
Yeah.
And you will overhear something.
Yeah.
So this particular day, now I had been in the Portsmouth office for maybe 2-3 months, and I had already applied for the position. So the head manager, she had came in, and everybody was gone. Her and another guy, he had applied for the same position, and he was like, and I was in my room turning my room around, but they didn't know that I was in there. And so she spoke loud enough because they thought they was alone and said, well, you know, such and such, don't worry about nothing. The job is yours, but I have to apply. I have to interview everybody that applies. So I said, oh, okay, all right. So I decided to go ahead and do the interview. So the manager, which was the head manager, I worked with her in the general office when she was just a PC. So she had climbed up the ladder, and by the time she got up there, we didn't know who she was anymore. So when it came down to it, they gave the gentleman the job. I tell you what, we'll stay longer. When you leave work, come here. This office is in Hampton, y'all, down Peninsula Town Center. So it's not too far from where I work. So I said, okay, look at God. They are saying, well, hey, come after work and we're going to interview for this position. So I text my friend and I said, well, I got a phone call from Dr. Watkins' office. Is this the doctor that I emailed? She said, yes. She said, so you know, I am going to, you know I'm going to highly recommend you for this position. So Thursday, I go in. I drug Markel with me. I had to take him to the dermatologist on Thursday, so he ended up going to work with me. Went to my job interview with me. So I said, well, I'll be back. So he said, good luck. I said, all right. We went in there, and they called me to the back, and we interviewed. I was a nervous wreck because this friend used to work for this doctor for 6 years. So I'm like, I don't want anything to go wrong, but I need to be able to get this job based on my qualifications. Thank you, Lord, for putting her in the place where she would be able to make a phone call, but I need to get this job. So at the end of the interview, the doctor said to me, well, see, I already knew when you walked through the door that I was going to hire you.
Hey! Look at God.
But after listening to your qualifications and actually reviewing your resume, I'm prepared. When can you start?
Oh,
Tell me.
the
doctor and the office manager said it at the same time. When can you start?
Oh, look
so
at
I
God.
told them, I said, well, I want to give a 2-week notice. And I'm going to tell y'all, truthfully, I don't want to give a 2-week notice.
That's right.
But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the right thing.
That's right.
So they said, well, we wouldn't expect anything less. This doctor is on all the boards of every dentistry out there.
Come on.
So he asked me, he said, well, do you have any desire to become certified? So I said, yes, I do. He said, well, Lord Jesus, thank you. Because when they asked me what was I looking for in pay, when I told them, they did not flinch. They did not flinch. And I said, well, Lord, I should have asked for a little bit more.
Yeah.
But he said, so we're going to offer you the job, the position as lead dental assistant.
Oh, look at God.
The same job that I had applied for twice in the other office.
Look at God.
The Holy Ghost spoke up.
Look at God. Look at God.
So he wanted to give me a working interview. He said, now, I want to be fair to you and give you a working interview, but I'm totally comfortable with you putting in your 2 weeks notice and coming on to start with us. And he said, and your friend that recommended, she's going to come in off of her job, because she has a new job, but she's going to come in and train you.
Oh, look at God. Look at God. Go ahead.
Awesome.
So I had to share that. So when he asked me if I wanted to become a certified dental assistant, and I told him yes, I did, he said, well, take the test. Don't be scared. He said, take the test, and when you pass it, I'm going to give you $1 increase.
Hey.
Day prayer, is that correct? He came over to you and said, what God told you to sow? Did he tell you so?
He sure did.
You said, yeah, you left, if my memory serves me
Went
right.
to the bank.
I went to the bank, got it, came back and gave it. God said, ever since then, it's been a windfall of things happening in your life.
Yeah.
It seems like the enemy tried to get in the middle and make you think, you know, this is going this way. Why is this going this way? It's supposed to be going this way. But God said, because you pressed it through and went through with it, and kept faithful to him, kept faithful to his word, and put aside other things that tried to come in your life and press you, yet you stayed faithful to his word, and you stayed faithful to his promise. And he says, yet the windfall has not ceased, nor should it stop. He says, even as the woman that Elisha went, that her husband had died, and the creditors came. He told her, go borrow vessels of water, and her oil never ceased. He says, the blessings that I'm going to put upon your life shall never cease. He says, I have called you and chosen you and appointed you out of your family, because your family shall know me. But you are the doorway, and you are the entranceway, and I'm going to bless you, and I'm going to do a new thing in your life. And every single thing, I'm turning everything around in your life.